Folks, hello. Welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and apparently the price of drinks, well, maybe not your drinks, but your books are going up. Dungeons and Dragons announces price increase for all future books. Now, I'm going to throw this out there before I even start going into the article. It's over at comicbook.com. I will link it so you can read the article on your own. You think you would have held off on this price increase until uh, D&D Forever, D&D Reviled, D&D 5th Edition, Reincarnated, the Undying Edition of D&D in 2024. But no, this is starting with the release in August. And at first I was like, why are we bothering to hear about it now? Just surprises. But there's no surprises anymore because if you go to Amazon and you look up their August release, you'll see it's $60. But digital is not changing. Now, why is that? Now, they're saying, by the way, that the price of paper has gone up over the last 9 years, and it certainly has. Let's not say. But I'm guessing salaries haven't gone up, healthcare costs haven't gone up, the actual manpower costs, I guess, haven't really changed much in the last 9 years over at Wizards of the Coast because they're saying don't need to increase the cost of digital because it's not paper. But let's go into the article. Let's see what they're saying. Wizards of the Coast will increase the prices of its rulebooks, starting with the release of Big B Presents Glory of the Giants later this year. Today, Wizards announced plans to increase the MSRP of its rulebooks to $59.95 starting later this year. While previously published books will be unaffected by these price changes, all future RPG books will be affected by the price changes. Additionally, the price changes for the digital physical bundles currently sold directly by Wizards will also increase to $69.95. Although Wizards has stated that the bundle will have a discounted price of $59.95 during the pre-order window. I guess it makes it a little bit easier, right? It doesn't really so you're just paying more, but you're getting the digital. But if you don't worry about it. As materials, transportation, and other production costs have increased over the 9 years since we released the fifth edition of D&D, we've kept the price of our book stable because we are committed to maintaining high standards. Not high standards in the content. High standards, apparently, though, they're saying in the quality of the paper. But the content itself can be shit. We've seen that. Um, and quality products for our fans, we have made the difficult decision to increase the price of our new release print books, starting with Glory of the Giants, said Liz Shue, Director of Product Management for D&D in a press release. We are able to maintain our digital pricing because the cost increases associated with print products does not impact digital products. Again, salaries. We had an inflation rate of nearly 10% in 2022. So I'm not saying the price increase can't be justified, but if you're not increasing the digital because you're saying, well, uh, cost increases associated with print products do not impact digital products, you're saying that the salaries of those people that are involved in these products, their salaries, their health care, what other benefits they have, is so low as to be inconsequential. So we're not being told what these employees or freelancers are making for their work on these books, but at the final cost, it's inconsequential in the pricing of the book. Just take that for what they're saying or what they're not saying. Read between the lines. Players who purchase a digital physical bundle through dndstore.wizards.com can get the bundle for $59.95 for the entire pre-order window. Now, by the way, Amazon has this. I will show you briefly. Amazon has this ready for sale. Uh, and can you look at that? $59.95 for the hardcover. So now why would you pre-order this on Amazon when you can pre-order it at Wizards and get the digital for the same price? So really the pre-order is not, they're giving you digital as an add-on, as a freebie over at Wizards. That's how they're going to be cutting. I was wondering how they were going to cut Amazon out of this. Well, here we have. Now, this is consistent with our current digital physical bundle pricing. After the pre-order window closes, digital physical bundle prices will go to $69.95. Now, here's where it also gets very interesting. It is noted that Hasbro reported that Dungeons and Dragons sales were up 13% in quarter one compared to the same period as last year. 13% up for D&D sales in the year of the dead D&D. The quarter which should have had their sales tank because of the OGL fiasco. They are reporting that sales are up 13%. Interesting. And that its tabletop product, D&D, generated over $200 million in revenue in the first 3 months of the year. Or does tabletop include Magic? I'm not sure. Additionally, Wizard reported a $77 million operating profit for the first quarter of 2023 and had a total operating profit of over $500 million in 2022. Now, if you look at the operating profit for 2023's first quarter, you extrapolate that, you're looking at just over $300 million. If it continues like that, so it's going to be a drop in operating profit from 2022 to 2023. Again, I did statistics for a number of years when I was employed as a cop. Numbers are how you present them. They will present them in ways to show one thing and to show, oh, well, look at this and look at that. They're mixing apples and oranges because they're not telling you. D&D sales were up 13% in quarter one compared to quarter one 2022. But then they tell you tabletop product generated over $200 million revenue in the first 3 months. Again, but $200 million in revenue, that's probably including Magic the Gathering. $77 million operating profit. So that's a pretty good percentage. That's a nice margin to have. And just think how much better it would have been if they hadn't stepped on their own dick. Wizards will be releasing several new RPG products this year. Again, this is why they are stressing 5e forever, right? It's not a new edition. This isn't even 5.5. This is 5th edition. The rules aren't changing, just the fluff, but everything but the D20 mechanic is technically fluff. Wizards will be releasing several new RPG products this year, with monthly releases occurring every month from August to November. Notably, the releases include one previously unannounced product, the Practically Complete Guide to Dragons, which is described as a field guide by Wizards that includes updated lore and art about dragons. Woohoo! Whoopie-dooey. So, folks, there you have it. You got some numbers, you got some stats. I think, in a way, that's actually more interesting than the increase there because you can see that their profits are shrinking compared to last year. Okay? So maybe you are having an impact. I don't know. But then they're saying 13% up. They're playing with different numbers to obfuscate, to confuse the situation. It's what you do when the numbers aren't in your favor. But hey, tell me what you think. I'll leave a link to this so you can read the article yourself. You can refer to it. Maybe somebody out there can get some fuller numbers, fuller figures about WotC's sales. Maybe it was in the recent quarterly earnings report. I'd like to actually compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I will be back again tomorrow with a live stream, the Random Party Generator RPG. Should be a lot of fun. And another live stream at 8 p.m. on Saturday. All right, folks. God bless. Good night.